Hi, welcome back to Home Boundless. I've got something exciting today. Exciting for me anyway. I've been really itching to get back into growing, but it is the beginning of January and my garden is covered in 2 feet of snow right now. I don't know. It's a lot. Growing outside is not only not happening right now, but it's also not time to start anything yet. So I broke down and I ordered some hydroponic systems. I ordered 2 different brands and one of them's probably a scam. More on that. Subscribe to see this drama as it unfolds. If it's not a scam, it's great. But I ordered something that I think everyone's probably at least seen ads for, and that is the AeroGarden. I originally got pink because I was going to put it in my kitchen, and my kitchen is pink and red and green. But then on further research, it's not a good idea to have your AeroGarden near plants, and since that's where most of the food comes in the house, it's like room number 1 for bugs like fruit flies and whatnot. So I decided to move the one potted plant I had in my workout room out. So we're gonna put this in the workout room, and pink is still gonna work out because, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, but I do have some pink in my walls. It'll be beautiful. And I love to fill my workout room with things that just make me want to be in this room. Things that make me happy. So I get my butt in here, and I get my workout in here, and I get my endorphins, because exercise gives you endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. So we're gonna do an unboxing. When I ordered the AeroGarden, I had a choice of 3 different kinds of greens to go in. I believe there's like herbs, lettuce, and then maybe like tomatoes, but I'm not sure the last one. I'd have to check. But I went for the mushroom salad because the main reason why I wanted this is I want to have more fresh lettuce all the time, because if it's there, we'll eat it, right? So these are the pods, and it comes with food. Another thing I expected to be bigger. It comes with plant food. They did have a bigger jug on their website, but I think it was sold out because it wouldn't let me click on it. It didn't say sold out, but it wouldn't let me click the button to add it to my cart. So we have this little one. These are the little pods. This is black-seeded Simpson. Oh yeah, these must swell up to fill the basket. And that's one of the reasons why they look so small. And you want to, can you see that? You cannot. By the way, this is in no way sponsored. I spent all of my own money on these. Paris Island, which is another one that I have not grown. So we'll see. Rue d'Hiver. I don't know how to pronounce French. My guess, based on the little French that I have sieved in, it's like red winter, flush of winter. I don't know, man. I can look it up, but I won't. The caps will keep it nice and moist during the sprouting phase, like keep the humidity in and maybe a little bit of the warmth too. But the main thing that I'm excited about, well, the main reason why I will definitely have to keep these on, is we do have a mouse problem. So I'll probably have to come up with a better system to make sure the mice can't get at my seedlings, because they tend to leave things alone once they're fairly established, but they will rip things out of the soil. They will eat all of my pepper seedlings. That's one reason why I haven't really put a lot of work into my basement garden yet. It's because I have to build more mouse deterrences. We do have lots of traps, they just won't get in them. We've got the live traps, we've got the death traps, so they can choose how they want to leave my house, and they choose to not leave my house. Red sails. Okay, yeah. I was like, I could have sworn that I saw some listings and I recognized at least one of them. Red sails. And the one that I recognized is Marvel of 4 Seasons. Marvel of 4 Seasons, which I have grown, I've at least tried to grow. I don't remember it being spectacular, but I don't remember hating it, so It's just, lettuce doesn't grow here because it's so cold, and then it's so hot. So there's not a big window in which it tastes good. I did have success one year with growing outdoors under a plastic bucket, and that way when it was still too cold for lettuce to grow, then that grew. It was very happy until it was suddenly too hot for lettuce to grow, but at least we had that little season. I have weird hiccups. Excuse me. And then deer tongue. Deer tongue. So yeah, I'm excited to have a lot of lettuces at hand. I am really crossing my fingers that the other system shows up and hopefully the basket size will be fairly compatible, because it didn't really give a lot of information about anything. So we'll see, because I have a lot of exciting plans for it. So hopefully it shows up. But I think that's it. I also have a second, because they wouldn't let me get the big thing. I got one more. Oh, is this guy a little bit bigger? This is a little bit bigger. That's exciting. Come on, get out and show your face. Come on. Nope, you are the same size. Okay, they're both 3 ounces. They're both very small. Hopefully I will find another good sale, maybe snag another system. We'll see, but definitely try and snag the big version of the plant food, because I don't like using tons of plastic, and this is going to be a plastic generator. That's one of the reasons why I like growing my own food, is because I've been, like, health-wise, I've been doing a lot better lately. Like, smells have bothered me, they've annoyed me, but I haven't been as sick as I've been lately, as I have been. So a lot of that is probably isolation. I feel like I'm doing well, but I am getting more sensitive to tasting the factory in processed foods. So growing my own food, making a plan for making food with my food, it's probably what I need to do next step health-wise. But yeah, so we have these little guys, little plant feeders. Okay, that was a lot. And now it's time to open up the AeroGarden. Hey. Oh, this side was already open. Okay. The setup guide for the Harvest 360 and the Harvest Slim. Harvest Slim is what I have, which also comes with a little recipe thing. Pesto and tomato cucumber salad with mint. Okay. Okay, so it was just a loud box. There was nothing in there. Looks like the packaging is this stiff cardboard and a plastic bag. So no styrofoam. Looks like it's fairly minimal. US power plug. So looks like it's separate. And yeah, so all this box has, looks like, is just the Harvest Slim and the plug that it needs for this to work. On the box, it says that it comes with herbs, which aren't in the box, and that's okay, because I had the choice and I ordered lettuce instead. I mean, I wouldn't say no to the plants, but I don't need it. So that's fine. Unless there's anything hiding in here, which I don't think. It looks like it's pretty plug and play. It's really light in and of itself, which kind of makes sense because it doesn't have to do that much. Ooh. Okay. gonna be so pretty in this room. It does have a little bit of a smell, but it's really not that bad. I was going to get the packaging out immediately, but like it's not. Either I'm having a really good day or it's not very smelly, so that's good. Ooh. Okay, the reservoir is wanting to come out. So this reservoir comes off. Okay, that's just a screw. And in the back there's a plug for the pump. So if there's something wrong with the pump, I assume you can replace it. And then the power cord, which also, like, because it's not built in, if something goes wrong with the power cord, I assume you can replace it. So that's always nice. It's nice when things are built to be repaired and not just thrown away. We've got some tape holding everything together. Okay. All right. Looks pretty simple. There's a little fill line in there, like a thing that goes up, so you know how far to fill it. So I guess the next step is probably read the directions and then add water. Let's see, does the light come off too? I think I can move the light up so I can show you better. Looks like this is the height max for this light. So hopefully it doesn't need anything more. I suppose if I need it, I can do that. There, I can see better. Inside we have the pump. It looks like there's a pump filter and some sort of dial. So there can be some sort of fine tuning involved. And then I assume this is, I forgot the name of the thing, like the siphon thing that sucks things in. The fill line. Which does that? Okay, it comes out and there's a thing inside. Shoot. Which direction did you go? Did you go up or down? I assume this is the sensor that says, hey, it's too low. So maybe it goes down, but I will look and see if that's in the directions. Otherwise, maybe I have to look it up on the internet. Okay. Oh, gotta put the filter back, which is just, okay, I'm gonna set this down so I can focus it with my other hand. Yeah. It doesn't want to focus. This is just, you know, that sort of stiff black sponge. Okay, after a bit of internet sleuthing, which was pretty tricky because it's honestly, I couldn't find it anywhere on the AeroGarden site. This is the water sensor and the general consensus is that this goes down. So I accidentally put it back in the correct way. I'm gonna really put it in for now. Ow! Stepping on things. Probably should fill this up before I put this lid on, just because I can. And raise this up to give us a little more working space for now. Where did my water go? I just filled a thing of water. And then I think this is just accent port, and it's got a little lid to keep the air out. Not the air, the light. You want to keep the light blocked off so that it doesn't create algae. And now that I've got water in this, I think I'm gonna plug it in so I don't have to mess with it once it gets too much further along. Ooh. And I can hear the pump is running. And now I am so dark. That's okay, I'm going to focus on this now because this is where the party is. Okay, we don't have a plant select feature. I think this is kind of a bare bones. I think we should probably put the lids on before we plop these in. Plop you in. No, I don't think we do need to because it's not, it sort of loosely sits over it. Plop you in, and you don't want to take the stickers off because the stickers are going to help to block the light and keep the algae from growing. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh. That noise was just my decorations getting knocked around a bit. I think it's really cute. I like how small it is. I always wanted more and more and more plants, so that's a bit of a shame. And really, you probably wouldn't want to put all, yeah, if we were doing anything other than lettuce or maybe herbs, we wouldn't want to fill this, but it should be fine. Now, what do we need for feeding? Okay, so we've got 6 pods, and even if we only were growing like 3 plants in here, we would still want to use the 6 pods because it goes based on the size of your machine, not the number of plants you have. So 2 capfuls. Now what does this do? What does that give us? 8 milliliters. So I could do 2 capfuls, or I could use a syringe and do 8 milliliters. Which, since we have it, let's try it. Okay, do I need to shake this up or anything? And then once we're done, yes, do not store at room temperature. Okay. Do not freeze. Yep, shake bottle. Add directly into water bowl. Ooh, can you hear that? Sounds a little chunky. Oh, I think maybe that thing that I thought was, okay, I think I have too much water in here. But the plants are going to soak it up, so it might work out okay once the peat soaks up. I guess I'll check it later. Oh no, why did you sell me these things that don't fit in here? Oh, gross. Okay, so it like fits in there a little too perfectly, and it just sprayed me everywhere. Oh, it doesn't have a strong smell though. Okay, that's not enough. We want to get to the top. So now we have, there, that's 8 milliliters exactly. Yeah, I would like it to fit in a way that didn't spray me, because this was advertised as like, oh, easy way to do the right amount, and it was kind of a pain, but okay. And we can store these together, ready for the next time we feed it. We did that. So, not sure what's up with the lights. But now we need to lower this down and say, see you in a little while, plants. That's the lowest setting. So there, this is the AeroGarden Harvest Elite Slim, covered in plant food. We'll clean it up and we'll check back in with this. I started these seeds on Saturday and it is Wednesday, and we have some, oh, these 2 hands keep city. We have sprouts, and some of them are just about the sticker. This Roost Hiver, however you say it, because I don't speak French, she's doing well. So looks like we're definitely going to have to do some thinning, but that can probably wait a little bit. So I dug out an old end table and I had to nail one of the legs back on, but this so far, I've got a space for the Harvest Slim on the bottom, and then hopefully we'll fill this up today, because the hydroponic garden that seemed a little bit sus, the company was maybe scamming me. It's out for delivery. There was a lot of drama because it was supposed to be out for delivery like over the weekend, but it was also supposed to be out for delivery into a different state. And it was delivered into a different state. And also they included the picture of it on whatever doorstep it ended up on, and it was a very small package. That's very clearly not a garden. And finally the company wrote me back and said, oh yeah, nope, you got, that's the wrong tracking information, and they gave me new tracking information. So we'll find out today if they gave me a garden or if it was a giant scam. And if it's a giant scam, I will let you know about it. And stay tuned, because I'm definitely gonna show off the new one. I did have to move this unit because it's gonna work better in the long term here. The lights won't shine in my eyes, and the fan should be able to actually reach these. The fan is off right now because I'm recording, but there is a fan in this room because it's my workout room, and I normally just have it on for workouts, but with these I'll have it on all the time so that they can grow up nice and strong. You want to have a fan whenever you're growing anything indoors, because the wind, or even like in a greenhouse, because the wind really helps them to be stronger. It really says, oh, I gotta step up my game and I gotta be strong. So have a fan. So I did move this, and I did have to unplug it a couple of times while I was getting it into place, and I thought that I was going to have to reset the right light cycle, but which is pretty easy. You just have to press the light button down for like 3 seconds. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to lose the cycle, because that's how it tells you when to add plant food. It goes based on time. It's not monitoring anything. It's just going based on time. So I'm assuming because it kept the light cycle that it also kept the plant food cycle, and it's fine. I don't want to do science to find out how long it has to be without power before you lose all your settings. I'm sure that there is a number, and I don't want to find it, but you know, a few seconds to maybe like a minute was the longest it was out, and it was fine. So far it seems to be a good little garden, and we like it. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will update as we go. I'm very excited to explore hydroponic gardening, and I'm hoping to maybe expand even more later in the year. But first we gotta get this down. We gotta get this nailed, and then we gotta worry about outdoor gardening. Subscribe for more.